Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock. We are on the free-to-play account, and we're gonna pull some more shards because we're gonna work more towards the uh, event. Um, there was a couple of updates I wanted to give. So, artifact enhancement event, we're good to go. We're done. You can see here, did way over. I think that was me building out my Lady Annabelle. And the tournament, the dragon tournament, we are good on as well. So pretty much right where we wanted to be. So 2452. I don't remember what. I think it was 23 something. So a little bit over, but I mean that's to be expected, right? Classic arena takedown. That's going to be pretty easy. I'll be using my arena battles every day. So we'll keep up with that. The champion training tournament, I'm lagging behind there. I need to put this into high gear. I only have a day left. This is where I'm going to be spending all my energy here today, tonight rather, and getting this, just trying to grind this up, and get as much of this as possible. Now I have plenty of candidates to level up. We'll talk about that here in a second. And then the Dungeon Divers, which is going to be kind of the hard part here. So Dungeon Divers is still going on. The Ice Golem portion of that starts tomorrow. So that's going to knock out a whole bunch. And then we're going to get a bunch of this done doing Champion Training Event as well. So right now, as far as fragments, we are at 50 of the 100 that we need. So we're on a pretty good track here. What's expiring? So Dragon Tournament is expiring. We're done with the Dragon Tournament. The others are still going on, so we're good there. Now we do get to pull a Sacred today. I am going to pull the rest. I have some Ancients to pull here, and we're going to pull a Primal. We'll see where we're at mathematically, and then basically when we get to the last day, we'll probably pull like a Void or two to fill out the roster. Now I have RSL Helper up. I am going to take a look. I'm at 109 on the old Mercy tracker there, so there. What it doesn't matter because the 2 times legendary chance is over. Now we have the 2 times legendary chance here. I'm 7 into my Sacred Mercy, so probably not going to proc there, but we could get a decent champion, hopefully.
Shoot him, Kevin!
What timing? I just got a subscription. Thank you, gold member. What timing you had, sir? I hope you see this video and you're like, oh, hey, that was me. Okay. I'm going to pop these 3 Ancients just for the progression part of it. So a couple of people too were talking about like, I want to say something. So a lot of times as a fan of content creators, I get so mad when they say something and they misspeak and they don't catch it. And it is, if you haven't done it, it's really hard to carefully analyze everything that you're putting out there, that you're saying yourself, right? And so quite oftentimes I'll say something and I mean it, but maybe my explanation doesn't come across as well. This isn't a drama thing. No one's in trouble. And I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not. It's just somebody in the comments was like, you have Ugo. You have a great healer. Yeah, no, Ugo's a great healer. Like I'm not saying that Ugo wouldn't be the heals. I'm talking about like a Pythion, Elva, Rector Drath type healer, one that gives great healing and can revive unconditionally, because the conditional part of that is frustrating and brings some decreased damage. And Rector Drath, if you build a Rector Drath out right, I mean, her healing is gonna, it's so much more. And I have Ugo on my main account. I specifically tried to get a second Ugo on my main account because I love her so much. I'm not putting a dig on Ugo. I'm not saying that I have zero, but that's where I'm saying that I did say I don't have any good healers on the account. And Ugo would be a suitable healer, but that's not the type of healer that I'm looking for. So I guess I should choose my words more carefully. And this is me, again, just trying to explain, like Ugo is great for the role that I want Ugo to fill, but not necessarily as a generalist healer with an unconditional revive and, potentially a cleanse, or, it's kind of those areas. There are some higher caliber, just flat out healers out there. So not hating on Ugo, just not what I'm looking for when I say the word healer. So I apologize for maybe I could certainly be more specific when I'm talking about what I'm looking for in a champion. So, okay. And Ugo will be built. I love Ugo. She will be built on this account. Like, we are incredibly lucky to have her on the account. She's a little lower on the totem pole because I have block buffs from my son Wukong, and Deacon is in every single one of my teams right now. As I start to get to a point where I can rotate Deacon out of my teams, Ugo's value goes way up because she brings the block buffs and the decreased defense, as well as her mini cleanse, which we don't have a cleanser, and it would be very valuable to have one. So she will get built. It's highly likely she gets built during this champion training tournament even. But it's just, at the moment, she's just not on my radar for the type of healer that I'm talking about. And if you've ever had Rector Drath, you'll know what I'm talking about. Her heals are insane. So, we have one more shard to pull. I went on a rant. Let's go ahead and pull this last shard here. And Frozen Banshee. Okay, now I already have her, I think, on this account. So, oh yeah, I have her level 60 on this account, if I remember correctly. I did show you guys. I'm just double checking. Yeah, I showed you guys that I completed the Dragon Tournament. Okay. Now, we'll pull a couple more little guys here. We were counting on pulling this one, so I need to pull this one. And a rare. Yes. Okay. So now we are in the big events. If I pull a legendary here, I get double legendary, of course. Now, let's make sure we're populating our thing. So if we were to pull a legendary, not a lot of you, but one of you in the comments did talk about, like, Elva versus Pythion. I've never had Elva on my main account, so it's hard for me to compare. It would not surprise me to learn that Elva heals more than Pythion. But Pythion carried my main account very, very heavily. There is a part of me that's like, well, I would like to possibly get Elva and play around with her because I've never had an Elva before, so I think I'll do that. Why not, right? I feel like they are very, very similar. I think Pythion, in my opinion, on my ranking system, slightly beats out Elva, but I am interested to play with her and see what she can do. So there's no reason for me not to put her in this time, right? And then, again, because we have Ugo, we'll go Rector Drath, because, again, Gorgorab's great, but we're about to get an Arbiter in a couple of weeks, days, maybe. All depends. I'm so busy, we'll talk about that in a bit, right now, that missions are just on the lowest priority for me, but we are at a point now where missions will be done very, very quickly. So I hope to get Arbiter soon. Then we can talk about Arbiter's uses. I can show you guys how to make a speed team, all that fun stuff. I'm really excited for what the free-to-play is about to achieve. So let's go ahead and pull this Sacred. Now, again, we're going to pull another Sacred tomorrow, I think. Yeah, it would be tomorrow. So, tomorrow right after reset. Like, I'll have to play right after reset, and we'll pull that next Sacred, and that will put me over. Now, these Ancient Shards, I think they came probably from Clan Boss, or probably it could have also come from Dragon, because Dragon does have a chance to drop an Ancient or two. So, I don't remember exactly where I got them, but when I logged on, when I got home from work and I went to record, I was like, oh, I've got 3 Ancients, we'll pull them, right? So, let's go ahead and pull the Sacred Shard and see what we get. I don't know that I want to... not during a fusion do I want to spend more gems. So let's do this. How much food do I have for her? None. Other than actual chickens that I don't want to use. Okay, we're just gonna feed some rares then. Not that one. Okay. There. It's just the easiest way to make room right now. It's not ideal. I don't want to waste resources in that way, but it's that fine line between being a completely efficient free-to-play player and content creator. I gotta make content right now. I'm recording right now. I'm not gonna go into campaign and level up a bunch of champions just to pull a shard here for you guys. So all right, we're gonna pull this. I'm not looking at my other monitor. I got an epic. And we got the Rector Drath. Okay, cool. Now, I know I'm complaining, and I went on this big rant about Rector Drath and how I really want a healer and all these things. She might get built. So let's go over her kit, because, you know, I've been talking about her so much, right? So Rector Drath, we have decreased attack on the A1. It books up from a 40 to a 50% chance, right? So a 50% chance to land this decreased attack. It lands pretty often. So this is where her healing is amazing. So heals all allies by 20% of this champion's max HP. You build her with a lot of HP. 20% of her max HP could be 60% of another champion's HP pool if you build her high HP, right? Then after healing, she places a Perfect Veil buff for 2 turns on all allies with full HP, or she places a 15% continuous heal buff for 1 turn on allies with less than 100% HP. So if she doesn't top them off, then she gives them extra healing. And then we have a single target revive, with which gives them 60 HP, fills their turn meter to 60%. That's actually a lot of turn meter. And then puts a Perfect Veil on them for 3 turns. Let's talk about Perfect Veil a little bit. Because I think a lot of people, especially kind of newer to the game, may look at Perfect Veil and Perfect Veil and say, okay, they're invisible, I can't target them. That's frustrating. It does a lot more than that. So right out the gate, Perfect Veil reduces incoming damage by 15%. Regular Veil does it by 7.5%. So, and Perfect Veil and Perfect Veil cannot be stolen, apparently, by an enemy champion with a skill allows them to steal buffs. I didn't know that until just reading this. This is why you gotta read this stuff, guys. And obviously, most of you have probably seen that you can't target them when they're under that effect. It's a really powerful ability. When you add in that damage reduction, and then also add in that they cannot be targeted, it changes a lot in general. So, I'm a huge Rector Drath fan. Now, again, it's important to understand that players are going to have their biases, right? Because I pulled Rector Drath very early on my main account, and she carried me for a very long time. She got me through... she was in my main clan boss team. She was my decreased attack champion, and she also brought my healing and then damage reduction in the form of her Perfect Veils, which helped me survive longer. Does she make the cut in kind of the teams that I've been spitballing? It is possible. Right now, we're really counting on Ursula as the decreased attack, while also bringing increased defense and strengthen. Now, strengthen decreases damage by 25%, the big version, which is what Ursula brings. So, still better than Rector Drath. And from what I've witnessed on my teams, my healing from Leech is consistent enough that I don't think I need to necessarily bring in Rector Drath per se on this account. over the current. I feel she would be a downgrade to Ursula right now because I'd be giving up too much protection. What are we doing right now? So, oh, I need to use my keys. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to do that off camera because I don't want to spend 3 minutes in there. So, where are we at points wise? For the summon rush. So for the summon rush, 2120. Okay, so we're about 1,000 points away. 500 of that will come in the form of the Sacred Shard that we're going to pull. And then we'll probably pull a couple of Voids and then finish off the rest with Mystery Shards. So I need to get to work on this account, leveling and grinding to get those champions done for the, sorry, not here. I need to get it done for the tournament, the champion training tournament. So that is my goal. I'd like to have all of the points for the champion training tournament done today. I also need to do that on my other account as well. Now, my other account's a lot further along, thankfully, so not too shabby there. And we are now 8 into Mercy on Sacreds, which is pretty decent. So, and we did get the champion that we wanted in Rector Drath. I don't know of the options that we had. Yeah, Rector Drath was really the only one that I would pick in that scenario as an epic that I would really want here. So, looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that pull. So, tomorrow, I'm going to get these dailies done and then grind my champions up. And then tomorrow I'll have to do it again before I record. And then we'll pull that Sacred before the event ends and before the Summon Rush ends. So, tomorrow is the last day for the Summon Rush, so we'll get that all knocked out after reset. So we should be good. Should have plenty of time to do that. The main thing I need to do now is finish champion training. So I'm going to call that a video. I know it is a rather short video today. There just isn't, it's just very work focused right now. So make sure you guys are paying attention to the events, checking the calendar. One of the biggest things that'll happen when it comes to fusions is kind of forgetting and missing events. I also want to point out that for this account, I did it all with multi-battles. Obviously, we have a bunch of multi-battles, right? They gave us a bunch recently. So I did it all with multi-battles. I probably still have multi-battles left, I would say. I know reset happened and it would have been refilled. Yeah, but you'll see I'm still over my daily. So it doesn't take away the ones if you stay over the cap, I think. Something along those lines. I could be wrong. But when does oh, hey, look. Okay, so check this out, guys. So White Queen and Chorus fragments are now, you can break them down for the chests if you wanted to. It took a couple days, but now that her event has passed, you can do that. So I don't think there's much of a reason to do it. Oh, I need to exchange first, right? Yeah, I mean, we're not going to finish her. Oh, we get 6. I didn't realize we were going to get 6 chests out of that. That was a lot of chests. That's a lot of chests. Well, let's open those up. Alright, we got some Ancora fragments. A 5-star chicken. That's actually really, really handy. I'm excited about that. Cool. And we're getting closer to High Mother Maud, who would be really, really good for a free-to-play account. So, alright. I'm just double checking my brain, making sure there isn't anything else. You'll see, guys, also I did that. I still have a lot of silver left. Now, keep in mind, I just sold a bunch of gear This tab was absolutely filled to the brim. I sold everything, and you'll see I'm already only have room for about 20 pieces. So there's still a lot more kind of trash gear in here that I probably really need to do a full cleanse. I just, right now is not the time to do a full cleanse. I'm very tempted to just sell all of my blue gear at this point. But as I'm starting to build out more champions, let's do, not that, yeah, this. I know this is decent, but I'm going to sell it because it's not going to get used again. Okay. Oh, I just had to get those pieces out of the way. Yeah. All right, I'm going to get to work, guys. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for all of the support. Keep an eye out. I will be doing a collaboration here pretty soon that I'm pretty excited about. And as always, if you enjoyed this content, the best way to support my channel is to like the video and to subscribe. I am pushing for 1,000 subscribers. So currently I am at 863 subscribers. So if you are able to subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate that, because that is going to get me pushed even closer to that magic number of 1,000. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.